I said this, and I meant it. So let's talk about it. I do want to preface this by saying that I had to look up the Wikia of The Last Jedi to even fully remember what had happened in that movie, because I didn't like this movie so much. I blocked out parts of it out of my memory, like, to protect my own self. So after jogging those memories, here are the thoughts that I have about that movie. And, like, from a holistic Star Wars approach, this movie made no sense. Like, why was Leia keeping secrets from her own people? Like, why did she keep the plan to herself and herself only? Leia was never about that from the very beginning. In the original trilogy, she had a whole debriefing about everything that was happening so that all of the people knew what they were getting into. Because that's the only way you can trust your people, is if your people all know exactly what they're getting into. She understood that. She was on the front lines. She got that. And further, considering who her husband / ex-husband was at that time, it makes no sense that she left Poe completely out of the loop. Like, you know that type of man. You know that type of scruffy guy who's always trying to do the best thing, but also not against breaking every single rule to do the best thing. You know him well. You should talk to that guy and let him know what the plan is. Also, I disliked every single thing that they did with Luke Skywalker. And not only did I dislike everything they did with Luke, so did Uncle Mark. Uncle Mark himself said that he had to pretend as though he was playing a completely different character. I think he called him Jake Skywalker, because the characterization was so far away from what George's own original ideas and thoughts were for Luke. So that's not really an opinion, that's kind of fact. Also, the whole Finn and Rose side quest nonsense that turned into her stopping him from having any type of agency as a character and then forcing a kiss. Why? Who was that for? What are we doing? Is the runtime not already long enough? And Snoke, oh my god, Snoke. They ruined him before he even had a chance to be somebody. And that... But I will say, hyperspace jumping through another battalion ship was amazing. That visual was absolutely breathtaking. It was wasted on this movie, but that concept was kind of sadly brilliant, you know? And then Luke just died at the end of it. Like, he just died. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The Last Jedi was not a good movie. Please, somebody at Star Wars call me so I can write a good movie.